Children, in this chapter, a gift of Chappals. In the last period, we understood that kitten, cute one, was given a very interesting name, and it was Mahindran. And its full name was Mahendra Varma Pallava Pune. It was nobody else but Ravi. It was that boy called Ravi who had given the kitten such a name, which looked interesting, somewhat interesting one. And the reason was simple. Actually, Ravi wanted to show that the kitten which they had found belonged to a very extraordinary family, so that even the kitten also, according to him, could be an extraordinary one. It was not at all any such ordinary or common type of a kitten, according to him, but it belonged to a very extraordinary family. So that's why Ravi started giving those other details also connected with its name called Mahindran, and most importantly, he wanted Mrudu to know about all such things. So in that way, Ravi also wanted to show what a deep and sound knowledge he had about history. He was just boasting, and he seemed to be very proud of his knowledge of history. But whereas at the same time, he also thought that Mrudu didn't have any historical knowledge at all. Now let us see something connected with that itself. We will see from the next paragraph. Okay, next, let's see. Think I am joking? Well, just wait. Here also Ravi is talking. I will show you sometime. It's clear you don't know a thing about history. Haven't been to Mahabalipuram, have you? He said mysteriously. Well, when our class went to Mahabalipuram, I saw a statue of his tatas, etc. See, here with this, we could find that Ravi seemed to be very happy and proud of himself to tell all such things and to connect all these historical things with his beloved kitten. Ravi seemed to be so happy. He is so much interested in all such things. And when he started giving those historical things connected with, when he gave those certain details connected with the kitten's name, that time, helplessly, that when Mrudu laughed at him, he thought that Mrudu was simply laughing like that, she was simply laughing like that, as she didn't have any knowledge of history itself. That's why, once again he said, what he said, it's clear you don't know a thing about history. That's how, when Mrudu simply laughed at his talking, he thought that Mrudu didn't have any knowledge of history at all. That's why she simply kept laughing. She simply kept laughing. She was not serious according to him. And see, something interesting about the history of kitten's name too, he was telling that. He said that once he, along with his class students and the teachers in his school, had been to a place called Mahabalipuram. There, see, as his school tour, as a part of educational tour, here Ravi is telling that once they had gone to a tour along with his classmates and teachers. He had been to a place called Mahabalipuram, and when we are visited, that time he had noticed the statue of, but whose statue here? The statue of Mahindra Varma's tatas, like that. He simply goes on adding that tatas, one after another. So in this way, actually here Ravi just wanted to show that his kitten, his beloved cat, belonged to a very ancient family, that a very ancient cat family. Okay, cat family here, it means not merely cat itself, but a lion actually. According to him, it was a lion. It was his kitten or the cat which belonged to a lion's ancestry. Okay, that's why he goes on giving these many details. Okay. Once when he had visited Mahabalipuram, that time he saw the statue of his tatas. Etc. like that he tells. So with this, he just wanted to show his cat was simply extraordinary. His tata means here none else but his kitten, his cat's tatas statue. He noticed there. Now let's see what are the related things he was going to discuss there. Fact is, Mahendran here is descended from that very same ancient cat, a close relative, scientifically speaking, of none other than the lion. And in that way, Ravi, even when anybody is supposed to speak scientifically too, not simply in a very from the point of view of history itself, even while speaking scientifically too, his kitten, that small tender one, belonged to a lion's family, an ancient lion's family. So just understand that. According to him, how great his kitten was, simply extraordinary. Then see, the Pallava lion, emblem of the Pallava dynasty. Ravi went on walking around the bitter berry bush, waving a twig up and down, his eyes sparkling. That too, according to Ravi, his cat or the kitten just actually belonged to the ancient cat or lion's family. That too, which lion? It was none other than the Pallava lion. Why? Because Ravi also knew it well that the Pallavas means those ancient Pallava kings who once were ruling some parts of our country. Those Pallava kings too had a lion as their emblem. Emblem here, it means a royal symbol. It's a symbol. It is held by a state or a government. Okay. Emblem. Once those kings are called Pallavas who once ruled our country too had a lion as their emblem, and even his cat too belonged to that very lion itself, whose emblem was who was the emblem of Pallava kings. Okay, that much great, that much long history his cat's family had got, according to Ravi. See, in that way, telling something and relating a few important things of history to his kitten, Ravi went on going round and round there, just around that bitterberry bush, just as if he was a history teacher, just like that, holding a stick or a twig in his hand. Ravi, he went on going around that bitterberry bush, demonstrating, as if he was demonstrating something very important thing. Okay, his eyes were simply sparkling, and further he continued, This cat is a descendant of none other than the Mahabalipuram Rishi cat. And if I may just remind you, they worshipped cats in ancient Egypt. See, according to Ravi, then that very cat or the kitten was not simply an ordinary one, but that just belonged to, it was none other, it was a descendant of none other than the Mahabalipuram Rishi cat. Where that descendant means someone who comes from the same family. It was that his kitten was from that same family of that Mahabalipuram lion or cat itself. And further continuing, he also tells that in ancient Egypt, those people worshipped cats. Okay, see, his history, his matter of history went that much long ago, and according to him, even those ancient Egyptians too worshipped cats as if they were their gods or the goddesses. So, with this all in all, here we could understand that Ravi's cat or the kitten was simply an extraordinary one. Thank you.